Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on XRP. The XRP chart continues to hold above this support zone, which is quite important. This support zone, it's between $1.21 and $1.55. You know about this support zone if you follow my work, because over the last few days, weeks, we have been discussing this support zone a lot. And I emphasized that there's a good likelihood of touching that 155 level. There was a cluster of support around 155, 157, and also a reaction from the Monday low to the upside. So is the low in? I'm not convinced yet. I still think another low could occur, especially given that we haven't really seen any substantial impulse from that low. But that's something for the smaller time frame. We can take a look at that in a minute. But overall here, we are paying attention to possible reactions to support, and the start of a fifth wave to the upside can occur from here. It's just that there's no evidence yet, and the next rally should take us to $5, $5.65, maybe even $6.60. Those are the next important Fibonacci levels above. We can precisely, or we can calculate that more precisely once we actually have a confirmed low in place. But as I said, I am not convinced that there is a low in place yet. We would really need to take a look at the nanostructures to get some clarity on that, and then we can define the targets more precisely to the upside. Yeah, but because there are different ways of calculating targets for fifth waves, and one of these would be, for example, let's do that. One of them would be to take the length of waves 1 to 3, and then we go to the low of the wave 4, and we're looking for the 61.8 extension. That's one very common target. That would be also at $6.09. But you see, it's very close to the other ones I mentioned. And there's no point to call that out as a target because we haven't got a confirmation yet. The other ones are based on larger degrees, so they are more stable. They are based on already established lows. But this one here, which is a very precise measurement for a target, it's too early to really use it and apply it. Now let's take a look at the shorter time frame. XRP is still holding micro support, okay? So quick reminder here, what were we looking for? Or no, let's first of all talk about the decline. Decline in the yellow count, which seems the more probable one, is an A, B, C structure, and the C wave 1, 2, 3. We could be in the fourth wave and one more low in wave 5. At least best I can tell, the microstructure in a correction is always a challenge, but this is a scenario I find likely. Alternatively, the low is already in, but it would really need to break out directly from here, for which I have no evidence at this stage. Yeah, looking at the shorter time frame, current thesis is that within that yellow wave 4, an internal third wave completed here on Monday. We saw a rally, but only in 3 waves. I presented to you micro support. It held. I can remove it now from the chart. Don't need it anymore. And from here, a C wave rally, let's say, was supposed to start. And ideally, to reach the $2.15, $2.16 area. The market moved up all the way to $2.09, $2.10, and has so far not reached that 100% extension target. It's not a must to get there. Absolutely not. It's just likely. What I have to say is, at the moment, we're still holding that micro support zone that I communicated in the last video update. However, I have low confidence it will hold. The C wave in this wave 4 to the upside would ideally actually form one more high, possibly in the $2.15 area, because a C wave is always a 5-wave move. But I have low confidence because for many other coins that I've been tracking, they haven't formed that last low, that last high. Like even Bitcoin didn't do it. So that means it could be a so-called WXY structure to the upside, right? It's just a less common structure. We can only, because we go with the highest probability scenario, it's typically an ABC we're tracking because they are typically the structures that are forming in such a way for. But of course, it could be a so-called WXY structure, and then the top has already formed yesterday. That was here, this swing high at around $2.10. So I use the $1.89 level as a pivot, as a line in the sand between, okay, we get one more high, or that fourth wave has already topped. So that's something to watch. But there's not much clarity there. I mean, it's a corrective bounce. And I can tell you below $1.89, it becomes quite probable that we're going to test the lows from earlier this week at around $1.73 and 161. Yeah, and it takes really a bit more than what we see right now to indicate that the bulls are taking the lead. I want to see 5 waves up. I want to see a clear break above previous swing highs and resistance at 216, 217. That's not there yet, so the door for one more low remains wide open. And if it happens, the $1.55 level could be tested, or even down to $1.33. That's the update about XRP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.